The Annie Episode 3 SE from Nsabers is a high-end Neopixel lightsaber that you won't want to put down. Jam-packed with features, this lightsaber carves its own path, making it unique, yet honoring the traditional hilt that we see in the movies. Guys, hang out, you are not going to want to miss this one. I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Nsabers. This is my first Neopixel lightsaber. It's something I've dreamed about for a long time, and I'm just so grateful. Nsabers, you took a shot on me. You were the first one to do so when no one else would. So thank you very much for doing this. We're gonna break down everything with this hilt today. It's gonna blow your mind. And if you like what you see with this lightsaber, you can go to nsabers.com, use code Lightsaber Life at checkout to get a discount on your purchase. Enough chit chat, this weapon is my life.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
The lightsaber comes in this pretty sturdy Nsabers box. I've got some pretty good ideas in terms of how I actually want to display these boxes. More on that in a later video. This lightsaber comes with a toolkit that includes a USB-C charging cable, an Allen wrench, and the tiniest screws known to man. Also inside, you'll get a display stand with a fancy Nsabers dog tag. And ladies and gentlemen, the most important contents in the box that are not the lightsaber and the blade, these are the things that you should take extra care with. If you recall my Mando SE review, you'll note that I was sad that I didn't get one thing, but those dreams have been realized fully today. I got gloves. Ooh, ah. All right, calm down, not everyone at once. All right, just gloves. Honestly, the lightsaber you're about to see is gorgeous, but it's a fingerprint magnet, so you gotta put the gloves on. And the lightsaber also comes with a physical manual, which you can use here, or scan the QR code to go to nsabers.com. I'll also have a complete tutorial on everything you need to know on this lightsaber in a separate video. And before I reveal the hilt, we'll take a look at the blade we got with this one. There you've got the pointed edge, which is screen accurate. And at the bottom, I always recommend putting this on when you're not using it, just to keep this thing clean. But your Neopixel blade, like I said, a dream come true. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take a look at the premiere, the Annie Episode 3 SE. This is amazing. What is so awesome about this is I've never held a Graflex hilt in my hand. Not a Black Series, not a Galaxy's Edge, not a Neopixel, nothing. I kind of was holding out until I could afford a really fancy one. Again, Nsabers was gracious enough to send me the SE here. Why this one is awesome is it is mostly accurate to the hilt that we see in Revenge of the Sith. One notable difference is there's no control box, which we'll take an up close look in a minute here, but this makes it extremely spinnable. And ladies and gentlemen, behold, one of the most iconic lightsabers in Star Wars history. This is a single button ignition you'll notice right here on this one. This controls everything on the saber. Here, let's go right to the pommel. Got some really good sound ventilation right there. Again, this is chromed out. We've got our T-grips here, the iconic T-grips that you see on the Anakin and the Darth Vader lightsabers. Got a cover tech belt clip right there, so you can hang that on your waist. This thing is extremely light. It is so spinnable. You can display it on your desk. You can use it to cosplay. This thing is the real deal. Again, I mentioned no control box here in the middle. This textured grip is normal on the Anakin lightsaber. However, here it just goes all the way around. So when you're really trying to spin it, you can really do that without being hindered. Up here, we've got the color of the eye, I call it, the back kind of switch on the blade. A lot of times you'll see these referred to as the ears. Up front, we've got kind of this brownish, orangish button here on the front. Exquisite detail. You'll see we've got some options here for retention screws. This is where we're gonna tighten in the blade so it doesn't go anywhere. And then here, I've got the blade plug in it right now, so we'll pull that out. I love this blade plug. I actually think this is perfect for this hilt. It's not too big, kind of slides right in. Always have that in, folks, when you're not playing with it. This will kind of keep everything clean in terms of the contacts. All right, guys, we gotta play with this thing. Let's install the blade. The blade goes in just like this, and then we'll put our retention screws in on both sides, and we will go to town. Now, before we light this one up, I don't recommend dueling with it. Nsabers might say differently. I'm not sure what their official stance is on this, but to me, this hilt is just so pretty. And being a special edition, I think it's really truly meant for spinning and cosplaying and things of that nature. So if you're filming any sort of fan films or you're in any sort of skits, including lightsabers, this is definitely one that you want to use. No doubt about it. Perfect weight, so light, absolutely gorgeous, so accurate with the exception of the control box. And it's a Neopixel, so we want to be careful with the blade that we've got here. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. They did it again, folks. This thing is insanely bright, even with the studio lights on. This thing, I don't know if the camera does this justice at all. Incredible smooth swing, incredible smooth swing. Got blaster deflect. Lock up. And my favorite thing in the world, motion controls. Yeah, this thing is absolutely worth it. The beautiful thing about this is it's an affordable version of an Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, and the lights on it are insane. This comes with a ton of sound fonts. Again, I'll cover that in the full tutorial video. Absolutely wild. I mean, it took me like 3 minutes to cycle through all of the sound fonts on here. You control everything with the single button here, so there's instructions on what you can do with that. But yeah, this thing is just wild. We gotta turn it on with the lights off here. Tons of colors, just about anything you could ever hope for. It's always been a dream of mine since the Ahsoka show to have an Anakin Skywalker lightsaber that turns red. It's one of the coolest moments in the entire run of that series, and look at this. Oh, totally worth the wait. My first Neopixel, are you kidding me? Let's go. Now listen, I need you to finish this video before you go to nsabers.com and use that code Lightsaber Life. Just give me a few minutes.
Ayla Secura. Kenobi. Count Dooku.
The sound detail is amazing. You're never gonna look at your Galaxy's Edge lightsabers the same way again. What's great is you can also control this lightsaber totally with an app. And I'm gonna show you what that looks like. And we'll cycle through just some of the controls here. But again, in that tutorial video, I'm gonna go through every single sound font, color, and effect that comes with this lightsaber. So you'll wanna check that out.
Yoda.
The grip is so good around here with the texture. You could theoretically use the T-grips too. Like, it makes sense based on the size of your hand. But totally, you could position it like this. You could choke up a little bit, but then you're gonna run into the ears of the hilt. It's fine if you hold it like this. But there's a lot of options that maybe a lot of lightsabers wouldn't afford.
Master wouldn't do.
All right, and folks, the app I was talking about is the Forcepark app, which you can download, and your lightsaber will pretty much automatically connect to it, I believe. But you'll see in the app, you can do several things. You can control the saber itself, the effects, the sound font. You can modify the data. There's things you can download. There's even a setup option to even fine tune your settings, but I'll show you some of the things that we can do with it here. For example, I'll turn it on right now. Got our blaster deflect, lock up, clash, the force. I love the sound on that, awesome, it goes from the middle out. We've got music. It's a stab option if you have the lightsaber and you thrust it forward just like that. It'll actually do that. some drag. And if you were to smooth swing it, we can change our blade color. Go back to Anakin Blue here. The sound font.
Ayla Sakura. Dapabalaba. Kenobi.
My favorite.
Kenobi. Count Dooku. Dark Sith Red. Blue. Yoda.
Rey Skywalker.
I am the Inquisitor. Tell me, is this training? Master Witch. I am told it is the Dark Saber. Master Mundi. General Kenobi. Quinlan Halls. Reborn. The Butcher. Temple Guard. Star Killer. Ventress.
Leia.
Anakin.
And we're back to Anakin. You can see how quickly we cycle through those options. If I do it on the blade, it's fine, but look how long it takes. I have to hold this for 4 flashes.
Ayla Sakura.
And then if I want Anakin, I have to go all the way back around just like that. But instead, I can go back here.
Anakin.
We've got some amazing blade effects.
Unstable blade.
That's supposed to be like the Kylo Ren.
Pulse blade. Rainbow blade.
I love that one.
Infinite blade.
I'm a huge Govi Lights guy, and this just hits all those buckets for me.
Ayla Sakura.
Oh,
Anakin.
Wave blade. Fire blade.
that's probably a little bit Kylo Ren as well if we were to change the color. Let's go, yeah, a little bit.
Flash blade. Crack blade.
Then you can change the boot effect, so basically the ignition, in addition to changing the volume level.
Hunter ignition. Unstable, stable, cross ignition. Phaser ignition. Photon ignition.
Like, are you serious? This is so cool.
Broken ignition.
I don't think you're gonna find a better value, especially for a Neopixel lightsaber.
Machine ignition. Burst ignition.
Pod race, are you kidding me?
Hunter stack ignition. Oh my G. Stack ignition. Sputtering ignition. Standard ignition.
And there you have it. So all in all, the value on this is incredible. This is an incredible hilt. The blade that comes with it is phenomenal. This should be your first Neopixel lightsaber, especially if you were like me and you wanted to save up and get an Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. This is basically the holy grail of lightsabers for me. And just to see it in person is so surreal. Nsabers, you did an amazing job getting this one out there. Thank you again so much. Folks, if you found any entertainment or value in this video at all today, I'd appreciate if you consider hitting that subscribe button. And while you're at it, YouTube thinks you'd like that video right over there. Come on, let's hang out, let's talk Star Wars. I love lightsabers. This is where the fun begins.